Hey there, gorgeous gays. Version 2 here, back with Celeste. Farewell. We're in the dreaded comb room. We're in the dreaded comb room. I threw myself at like, I think it was like half an hour at this last time. So hopefully we beat it today. Hopefully we beat the comb room today. But before we start, I need to show off things. We get a lot of Celeste streams where I have to show off stuff at the start of the Celeste stream. Though this time it is not another piece of awesome fan art by Doodles. It's something wildly and radically different. I purchased off eBay something. I purchased a little something off of eBay because I was just looking for like Celeste stuff to buy. And I was curious how much, like, because I knew that Limited Run did like the collector's edition when they did the physical copy, which I'm playing on the physical copy, but I was curious about the collector's edition. That shit's going for several $100s at this point, so... Ha! But I did find something else to buy. And that... is Celeste for the Game Boy Advance. So the thing is... using my, DSi here... or DS Lite, sorry. If I turn this on, and it has very little battery left... Game Boy! It's Celeste! And then we press start. And it's Celeste for the fucking Game Boy Advance! Look at me go! I died already! Great reflection of, the monitor there to see Comb Rooms and Celeste Classic! Oh, I pressed the wrong button. So we jump, and then we jump. There. Oh, oops. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna beat this first. Whoop, that's just dead again. I don't know how well you can actually see me go on there, but look at me go. So, okay, and then we go jump, and then... oh, that was the wrong way. Oh, I died! So yeah. Someone installed the ROM for Celeste Classic onto a Game Boy Advance cart. And it actually fucking works. So I had to buy that. I had to buy that. So that's one of my little collectibles now that I have for Celeste. I had to show that off on stream during Celeste. Because, that's just like such a silly, cool little thing to just have. For this. Not surprised for you guys, portable GBA, but it is awesome. I love it. And now I can't get it back in its case. I forget how it fits in this case. There we go. It's back in its case. So that is Celeste on the Game Boy Advance. I had to show that off. My nose is very itchy. My entire face is fucked up today. My tonsils are really fucked up again, so talking is a bit right now. And when my tonsils are fucked up, just the feeling in my face just goes a bit as well, across my entire fucking face. So I had to show that off before we started the comb room, because it's so sick. Anyway, we're back at Celeste, which it's been a little bit since we've played this, because I haven't streamed much lately, so I just gotta get back in the groove of things again. Lovely to come back to this room. I remember how to wave dash, don't worry about it. Don't worry. So this is gonna go great and amazing, and I love it. This is gonna go so well. It's gonna go so well. Don't worry about it. We'll be here for several hours, and everything will be fine. Everything will be fine. So we're off to a better start than I was last time. We're off to a better start than last time. Just that alone. I was looking up, apparently Pico 8 games can't be ported to GBA. Someone recreated the entire game and see from scratch in order to make that game card possible. Holy shit! Wow! Wow. Wow. I'll be honest, I bought that a while ago. It just took forever to get shipped here. So I don't even remember like where I bought it on eBay. But I bought that, I bought that pretty early on. I think it may have been like after I beat the game. Like 7-8 for the first time. I think beating 7-8 for the first time is when I started looking up stuff to buy for Celeste. And looking at like the collector's edition. That's when I knew like I loved the game. I think it was then. And it just took forever to get shipped in. But it's impressive as hell and I love it. Whee! Ah. In terms of unique collectibles to have for this game, I definitely think that rate's pretty highly up there. I think that rate's pretty high up there. I may not have the winged strawberry in a box, but I do have Celeste Classic on the Game Boy Advance. I do have that. Just having the timing of this is so hard for me to work it out. Like, because I'm trying to work out when should I do everything. And it's very hard to work out. This room is a bastard. It's amazing how much harder this room is compared to like the other rooms that have been in here. Like, so far it's not the hardest room in the entire game, but compared to the rest of Farewell so far, it's been quite a jump up. I think it's like Celeste had like the DLC hasn't been harder than some of the stuff in the base game. Primarily like the final 2 C-sides. But it's been very different. It's been very different. In terms of like what it's testing you on. But that being said, there could still be a lot left of this. There could be a lot left of this. So who the fuck knows how it will go in the future? Who knows how it will go in the future? I'm doing something wrong there where I keep bouncing to, like, I hit the wall bounce on the block, but I go over too much and I just hit it. It's not easy. It's incredibly not easy. Because I don't know the timing. I just don't know the timing. Well, I think the reason I don't know the timing is just because so much of the timing. Wow, that was way cooler. So much of the timing is just based on how I'm moving Madeline. Like, too early and too late also depends on where I start the jump from, where I do the where I do the wave dash from. Like, there's so many factors that go into that timing that I can't just rely on the block being in the same place every time. That's not something I can actually rely on. Way too early. So it is just a case of feel it out until it works, or just throw yourself at it over and over again until it works. Either or, really. Either or, really. We'll be here a while. And by that I mean I'm not guaranteeing that I ever beat this room. I do not guarantee that I'll ever beat this room. This may just be something that I'm stuck at forever. It is within the realm of possibility that I just never beat this room. That is something to keep in mind. That is just possible, right? Because there's been no improvement or getting better. It's been haphazard to see what just happens. And I did try, like, I went back to the footage of me doing this last time I did, like, last stream we did of this. And the thing is, I rewatched the footage to see the timing and the spacing and everything of when I made it. And it looked the same as every single other time that I've ever done it. And just sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. I can't tell the difference. I can't, like, just looking at it, I can't tell the difference. So it's not even a case of I'm trying something that I know doesn't work and I'm just hoping it does. It's, I genuinely can't tell the difference between a successful and a successful attempt in terms of how I do it. I can't even tell the difference. So it is just a case of I just have to keep trying until it works. Because I don't know what to do it properly. I just don't know. Like, I'm consistently going too late now. Why am I going late now when I was going early before? Because I feel like I'm doing the same thing. So what is the difference there? I have no idea. So as I said, we'll be here a while. That I could tell I was too late on. That I could tell from pretty early on. I was just late on that one. So then sometimes even when I do make the jump off there, I'm just not high enough. And like that time I just launched so far over to the side and it's just... Like, we're getting to the point where it's just, I don't know what's causing the differences to occur. And even trying to re-watch the footage, it's not working for me. Like, I just can't pass what's happening. So, it's not something where I can just learn a strategy and try to develop it. I just have to throw myself at it until it works. Like, I've tried to learn it properly, and it's just not working. So, throw myself at it until it works. Because I don't have another option. And even if I do work it out, we're talking about stuff that's within a matter of frames. Why did I launch so high that time? See, something like that, right? I skyrocketed that time. Why? It's like that room that we had in 8B, I think it was, of the spiked things that I had to like jump around. And sometimes I'd run out of stamina super early, and sometimes I'd have shitloads of stamina left at the end. I don't know why. I don't know what's causing the differences. Like, I can tell you, I know for certain it's not like an RNG or anything like that. It's not that. There is clearly differences that I'm doing that I'm inputting it with every time that is causing these differences to occur. I just cannot tell what they are. Even watching the footage over carefully, I can't tell. I just can't. So, oh well. So that works that time. RNG this would be devilish. I mean, that's why this game works as a speedrun game, right? Because nothing in the game is RNG. Every single thing in this game is predetermined by everything that's gonna happen. Deterministic coding. That's what I'm looking for. Why is that happening sometimes? Like, I just don't get it. Why is that happening? And I don't understand. Like, me just looking at it and seeing what's happening is just, I can't decipher it. There's just so many variables in terms of how you do things that trying to parse what variables are affecting what, I just can't. What the? I went too far! What is happening? Like, why is that happening now? I can't... What the hell? I cannot explain... Okay, well that I can explain. I cannot explain why that's happening now. That doesn't mean because I have no idea, but last time when you jumped super high, I was like you were almost late. What, at doing the wall bounce, you mean? I was late on the wall bounce? That propels. No idea. It might be the timing of when I'm wall bouncing. It might be the timing of when I'm wall bouncing. Maybe the times where I'm making it, I'm wall bouncing at a time where I just have a lot more momentum. And also, I don't know the exact specifics of how wall bouncing actually works. In terms of when you jump and how much momentum it will carry over. Like, if you go early or late in the wall bounce, will that determine how you move? I don't know those specifics. And I can't tell by just, like, playing the game. I forgot to press the jump button there. That one I can tell you what happened there. No, I'm just getting this time and then I'm good. Maybe that is it. Okay, I don't actually. Okay, I need this because I was just like, I'll just do that when I get to it. I don't know what's there. Okay, so we hit that. So I think the idea is that we need to hit that spring, to go between that gap that's at the bottom. So we can jump again and grab the side of the block again and then just weave our way through there. So we need to make sure that we hit that Yoinky Sploinky here with the correct timing. Is Yoinky Sploinky a spoiler for Xenoblade Chronicles? I saw Yoinky Sploinky for Xenoblade Chronicles. And I don't know if it's a spoiler, but it's hilarious. But it is hilarious. I don't know. I'm going to be devouring a shitload of Fisherman's Friend aniseed mints today, so I do apologize if I sound weird because I have food in here. And yeah. My knowledge is limited to only the first game of Chronicles. That's what it is! Because it's Shulk! Because it's Shulk! Someone knows nothing about Xenoblade, agree that is hilarious. What the fuck is Yoinky Sploinky? Have you seen the videos? Right. Hit that Yoinky Sploinky. It's just so good. It's so fucking stupid. And then it's the yeah dance, which I cannot do. Partially because I'm sitting down. Partially because I can't dance. Can I dance well? No. Can I dance well enough to get laid? Specifically one time in my life, yes. So, does that count? Does that count? I don't know. I don't know. That is such an awkward jump. At least that I can understand what to do. Oh, that was way too late. Sorry, I just had to fill out my tax returns before I decided to do the jump there. What the fuck? Okay. I guess that's it then, because I think I did that one way too late. I think I did that really late, so I think that's what it is. I think it's just if you do the wall jump late, that gives you more height. Because you're at like the tip of your height. Well, it seems to give you more momentum too. You think at the end of the dash is when you have less momentum, but... Alright. Ah! I think Xenoblade Chronicles is on the list. Now that there's fucking 4 of them. And also the rest of Xeno shits. 2020 mean that got tied to Xenoblade thanks to an edit. Well, she's on maybe Chronicle 1's audio characters. So, talk there a lot. I'll be honest. So the main things that I've seen of Xenoblade Chronicles, other than Yoinky Sploinky, is just how much the characters British swear. I've also seen the British swears. I've also seen that for Xenoblade. Which that alone kind of makes me go, you know what, that's worth playing. Whee! That's absolutely it. Ah! The Britishness is so good in Xenoblade. I know, I feel like I've started playing Xenoblade now that all the voice actors are British in FF14. Whee! I fucking rocketed it off that time. I think the idea might be when I go to jump off the block to grab onto the other side, let go of grab and all directions and just wall kick off of it with no momentum and then start holding back. Super long game though. I'm playing FF14. I'm playing FF14. I'm 100%ing, that's it. I'm 100%ing various Yakuzas. Oh, no, I see what you do there. Oh, okay, no. That doesn't, the Yoinky Sploinky doesn't launch you anywhere near as far as I thought. You gotta bounce off of that and then wall bounce over it again. You gotta wall bounce over it again. You hit that Yoinky Sploinky and then you wall bounce and go over it again. That's what it is. That's what it is. Yeah, just do the thing that you just did, but again. But again. Hey, if that is actually the trick, which I'm deliberately doing it now, I'm trying to deliberately delay my wall bounce as long as I can on this, and it seems to be working. That seems to be the thing that's actually done the trick. Then it should be okay. We'll still spend an hour here in this room in total, but, I mean just today, but, you know, it'll be fine. Whee! Fuck. I had to mentally think, wait, how do I do the jump there again? And I took way too long to actually think that I forgot everything. This is one hell of a... There are so many tricks to do in such rapid succession in this room. It's kind of wild. It's kind of wild how many tricks you do in such a rapid succession in this room. And how all of them are kind of specific. Xenoblade Chronicles is like one of the two RPGs that took me 100 plus hours to beat, and Dragon Quest 7 on PS1. I mean, I play Yakuza. Several of the Yakuzas have been over 100 hours for me. And I've done 5 out of fucking now 15 games. Here's me trying to get through all the Yakuza games. Just going, I gotta catch up and everything like that. And then RGG is just like, what if we announced 3 of them in a single weekend? Yoink! No! No, I was too late on that Yoinky Sploinky. I apologize. Today's stream is the Yoinky Sploinky cast. I apologize. I apologize for this. I saw a spring and now I can't get it out of my brain. It's not even there's not even a spring involved in the Yoinky Sploinky. It's just I don't. I'm all over the place today, alright? I've been significantly more sleep deprived than usual for the last 2 days, and my throat is fucked because of tonsillitis. So, I'm all over the place. This is such a great time. This is such a great time to be doing farewell DLC. Have a name for the YouTube app at least. I mean, after an episode got called Curse of the Bean Bounce, I think naming an episode Madeline hit that Yoinky Sploinky is totally fine. I think that's totally fine. But we have to also make sure that if the name of the episode is going to be Madeline hit that Yoinky Sploinky, we cannot beat the DLC today. We cannot have the final episode be called Madeline hit that Yoinky Sploinky. It can't happen. I hate that jump so much because I don't know how to do it again. Fuck. It's a bonus episode too. I still feel like the final episode of like the actual game before bonus shit being called Yoinky Sploinky doesn't quite have the respect that this DLC deserves. Fucking my god. My god. I don't know how to do that thing. Because you gotta, like, basically just wall jump off of it without any form of momentum. No, okay, that was, okay. I don't have timing there at all of that. I think what I'm doing here that's actually working is like, oh, okay, that's what I'm doing. Damn it. What I'm trying to do there is basically I will jump up a wall, so I'm still holding grab, but because there's no other wall there, I'm not getting momentum. That's what I'm doing there. I've been raised an LP of this titled some variation of Farewell, so Yoinky Sploinky sounds like a good alternative. No, I gotta call it something gay, like we conquered bisexual space or something like that. Did you know that space is bisexual? The video game Celeste proves it by the entirety of space being bisexual coloring. Damn it. It's fucking up the wave dash now. Fucking up the wave dash. We'll do this eventually. Fucking Christ. Ah! Ah! Damn it. So, speaking of bisexual coloring and stuff like that, with the flags that I have behind me and the theming of like the entire channel and everything, because I also wear those pins to work. I have that flag and that flag as pins that I wear to work and stuff like that. And it's something like I don't think I've gotten the question on like comments or anything like that, but I've gotten it at work, and by some people who just know me personally. Of the flags that I actually have in the backgrounds are not like 100% the accurate ones for me. Like there are other flags that I could use that would be like technically more accurate, because while they're still accurate, it's just like a technically more accurate sexuality one would be pansexual. And a technically more accurate trans one would be non-binary. So it's just like, they're not the most specifically accurate flags. But part of me having this here, and also these ones here, I also mean those in a general, like support community welcoming aspect. They still apply to me, right? They still apply to me, and even just like drawing up specific labels of like what my identity is everywhere is just like not something I really care for. I'm queer. That's basically like my gender is queer. My sexuality is queer. That's all you really need to know. It doesn't need to be more specific than that. So I have like the generalized ones. I have the generalized ones for like queer gender and queer sexuality, as like an inclusive way of it, just being like, hey, these are like the ways that I'm queer and supportive of like community and stuff for that. Like regardless of how you're gay or trans or any gender, sexuality, fuckery and stuff like that, and things like that. It's like an inclusive thing across all of that. That's the concept of why I got these ones specifically. Because I could have a pansexual and non-binary flag there, but they get more specific, and then it becomes more specifically about me. Or it's meant to be more of a, like a general, all-purpose, it's me and the community, stuff like that, and support. If you've ever wondered. I have considered whether I should, expand the flag and the colors and stuff like that. Oh! Let's go! Woo! Not even that long. Madeline hit that Yoinky Sploinky. Great way to celebrate. Hey, thanks Doodles for the 1, 2, 3. That room was as easy as 1, 2, 3. But also, as someone who doesn't know how to count, that was difficult. But you know. What Walking to left and fall into spikes in celebration. I was so tempted. I was so tempted. I was so tempted. But I won't. But I won't. That was a tough room. That was a tough room just because, like, again, so many variables of how it does, and none of it's clear of things like that. So you just gotta really just work it out and stuff like that. I mean, I still didn't work out the first part, except for the wall bouncing late. No, but before I continue, because otherwise I'll get distracted. Moving on my thing. This screen seems as hard as the last one. I know one cloud to bounce on. Don't know if I can accomplish this. I have considered expanding the flagness that's behind me, of having like the progressive pride flag. The one where it's just like the rainbow stripes, and then as the chevron in the middle, it's like trans flag, the black and brown stripe for people of color, and then the intersex circle in the middle. I have considered that as like doing this and all of that. But I don't know how much of that comes across as appropriation, because I'm not all those things. I'm sure it would be fine, and I'm sure people would find it more inclusive, but I don't know whether that counts as appropriation or not, so I've been hesitant to do that. I think maybe it's just like, hey, this is my webcam, so this is, like this. Remember the name of that flag, the one before without the intersex bit was called the progress flag? Oh, I thought the one with the intersex part was the progressive flag. Oh, I guess there's another. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know the exact name. But I've considered maybe, like, for my webcam, keeping it as these ones, because then that's, like, it's me in the square with it, so it's me. But, like, as the banners at the top and the bottom, maybe I should do that as, like, the full range of it. I've considered that. Because, like, I'd want it to be more inclusive of just, like, including more people for it, but I don't know at what extent, because I'm not all those things. It counts as just, like, appropriation and things like that. I don't know how, like, I don't know if that's something that people care about or not, or whether that's something that, like, is a thing like that. Because, like, if you're in a community space for it, then it's the whole community. But being that it's just me, like, I don't know, I feel like hanging up these ones directly behind me in my bedroom about things that aren't who I am is appropriative. I don't know if that's how people think of it. I don't know if that's what's generally considered of it. But it's something I've been cautious of. For my lounge room in my house, I want to get the progressive one. Because that's like a communal living space. When people move in here, that's the communal living space. And then it's just like, that's like, all the people in this house agree with like the values and stuff like that. And like the house and the place is accepting of and supportive of everyone. So I kind of want to put that into the lounge room, but for like specifically me above my bed in my bedroom. I don't know if it's like an issue or whatever that. Apparently it didn't get a name. Might be accurate to call it the UK Progress Flag since it was made by Intersex Quality Rights UK. Okay. Okay. Okay, this isn't a pink cloud. Never mind. How do I do this? Wait, this is not a pink cloud. How do I do this? Oh, it's just like that. Okay. Funny little trick. I like it. I like it. I like the funny little tricks. I like it. I like it. So, because I have all these lozenges in my mouth now today to fix my fucked up throat, I can't really have a drink of my water until one of these runs out, because aniseed flavored water would probably be disgusting. Or at the very least, I'd accidentally swallow the lozenge and then choke. I don't want to do that either. Oh. Oh! Oh, I see. Okay. Whee! Ow! Ow! But what's down here? That's easy. 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 You don't need that. A lot of time it took me a second to realize what I was meant to do. Well, I'm seeing this. Okay, so that has the dash recharge there. We go there, we bounce off. Bounce. Okay. Okay. I understand the general vibe. It scares the shit out of me, but I kind of get what it's going for. Oh, am I actually just fucked now? Oh. Oh. Fine! Fine, I'll grab the fucking feather. Wait. I'm confused. Oh! Oh, I get it. I was like, wait, why is this working now? This block drops into place. Oh. Oh, that one drops into place and lands here. Oh. Oh, that's clever to make you, to force you to do it properly. Oh, okay. Ah! Ah! Wait, no, you gotta wait, dash over here. Ah! Ah! Ignore me. Ignore me if you want. I should probably just try and dash over there instead of trying to style, shouldn't I? I probably should. I probably should. So I think this is the game where I've been styling like a motherfucker, or at least I felt like I was, for for finding all the secrets and doing the cool things so much. But honestly, I think that belongs to Hollow Knight more now. I feel like I've been styling more in Hollow Knight than Celeste lately, since we started that. Especially now that we're in like the hardest last moments of this game. I feel like we're much less in the styling thing. But Hell Alone is already styling fair. Well, to be fair, I did get a sequence break last time that resulted in literally accomplishing nothing. But I still managed to sequence break it without needing to, and not being designed to do it. Last time we played Celeste, so there was still that styling. That did already happen still, so. Oh yeah, you have to like really speed down there to actually catch it. You have to fast forward for a lot of that to have a chance of catching it. Or get the spring as early as possible. Once you're past the spikes. At the moment you can hit the spikes, do it. Even then you're gonna need to fast forward for a lot of it. There. God, doing shit in this game is just so satisfying. Just doing stuff in of itself is so fucking satisfying in this game. It's just so fucking good. Oh god. Oh god. Bird! 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 Ah! No! Get it! Oh! Oh! I tried to dash into the next one because I thought I wasn't gonna make it, and so I just dashed immediately after I got it. I panicked so hard. I panicked so hard. Whee. Hey Mikey, welcome to the stream. You caught just in time to see me, you just missed me eating total shit and choking. So, you've come at a good time. You've come at a good time. Oh, Jesus. No, I still made it. I didn't make it. Whee! Whee, whee! Whee! I feel like there's been so much of the Celeste LP that it's just been me saying the word "we" over and over again. So, okay, there we go. There. Whee! Go, 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 go! And don't fuck it up this time. The fact that the sound cuts out, I'm getting Hollow Knight vibes again. Thank God! Thank God. I was about to say, I'm getting Hollow Knight vibes again of all the sound cutting out. At least it was for an extended period of time, so it wasn't totally awful. Don't try and jump it. There's nothing up there. Stop. 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 That being said. Stop. Stop. Stop before you get yourself killed. Oh my God, an actual, like, level checkpoint. Oh my God, an actual level checkpoint. Holy shit. Damn it. So past midnight here, so it is 1 day away from my birthday. Happy 1 day away from your birthday, Mikey! That doesn't work at all. We are in September, so it is birthday season. God, we sell so many fucking... we're selling so many cards over the like way more than my work normally does. Yeah. Ah. Well, I'm fucking all of this up. I don't know why controlling the feather is something I'm so bad at. Like, I'm so bad at getting it precise. Okay. You can't mash it there, because that's too fast. You can't mash it there. You have to actually delay it, to the full extent of it. I was about to say, what? Okay, so open it up. Okay, so it opens, we go there. Okay. 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 God damn it. Where should I start my dash there? Fuck! A little much! A little much! We'll be here a while. Ow! Ow! This is cruel. This is so cruel. That is such an awkward turnaround there. That is so awkward. Because you've got to like land on the edge of that platform just barely enough to get your dash back. And then immediately step off of it, getting ready to dash. Dear God. Ah! I can't. I'm able to get myself in a position now. I'm safe! Ah! Might be yet another room that we're stuck at for a very long period of time. Might be a room that we're stuck at for a long period of time. But I bet it's again. Oh! Yes, you're right. You're right. Thank you. Thank you. I've not been streaming a bunch lately, so I keep forgetting. I'm forgetting things. I'm not in my normal mindset for streaming, so I'm forgetting things. Thank you. Thank you. Ah! It is gonna be so fast! It is gonna be so fast there. Like, even there, I'm just, what the fuck? Even if I get the crystal. My God. Holy shit, wow. Well, they've gone for this DLC. What's the type of shit we haven't asked people to do? Alright, we're gonna make them do... Oh, wait. Okay, I see what's happening there. I got it a little too late, but it's fine. Yeah, it's just, what have we not gotten people to do yet that's difficult? And then let's just do all of those ideas. Which is like a good way of doing the DLC, but it's just like, damn, it results in some like cruel shit. FSR, don't know what that means. When I remember this room, I think about you playing this game, so I think I did this one while watching one of your Celeste streams. Have you beaten, Farewell, Doodles? I remember last time we discussed it, you had to. Have you beaten it at this point? Have you come back to the game enough to, like, do it? Whee! Ah! I don't know what I'm doing wrong there. Am I angling it there without realizing it? That is very possible. It is very possible that that's what I'm doing. That I'm angling that without realizing it. Like, I'm pretty sure that time I went down. Oh god. Because you gotta be fast enough to, like, get enough clearance to not hit your head on there. While also not getting chopped by that. And it's just, ooh, it's such a tight window. Ooh, it's such a tight window. Hey, Annabelle! What's up? What is up? I'm dying a lot. That's what's up with me. That's what's happening with me. Whee! Fuck. Fuck, I keep forgetting there's a second wall bounce though. Not fucking dying, just chilling, stop dying. I'm trying not to. I'm doing my best not to. Still haven't, no, but that's because one room keeps kicking my ass. I'll pass that one though, so I'm somewhere past 4/5 of the way there. It scares me how much left of this I have. Like, I highly doubt I'm beating this today. Right? I highly doubt I'm beating Farewell today. Which is fine, it means I get to play Celeste for longer. But it's just in terms of... Oh, that's awkward. Just in terms of how long this will actually, like, how long this actually is. Because it's like, on one hand, I'm excited to continue playing Celeste, but on the other hand, if this just keeps getting longer and just keeps getting harder, oh dear God. Oh dear God. But that being said, it does seem like it's the type of thing where for lots of people, this is the type of chapter where it's just like, yeah, this is just several different days of play sessions just over time to get through it. That just seems to be what this is. So at least, like, for the cone room, it was a case of I wasn't sure what to do. This is like, I know exactly what to do. It's just hard as shit. It's just hard as shit. I keep not dashing fast enough. Fucking goddamn it! Dash after getting that. It might be worth it to dash back and up there, just to ensure I get up there. Goodness. So what do I do here exactly? Huh? Huh? I'm confused. I'm confused. I don't understand. What is it you do there? Oh! As this one moves back, you want to hold on to the bottom one here, the long one, and as it moves up, use the momentum to jump off of it. Oh! Oh, that's funky. I love it. Hey, there it is. There it is. That's what it is. Preparation last section, just what the fuck? Oh, I can already tell how much I hate this. I can already tell how much I hate this. Okay, so that will move up. We'll bounce, we'll hit that, we bounce, with it again. We'll jump. There. Okay. 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 That goes very fast. Alright, I'll be honest. Don't even know how to start this. Oh, that's how. Oh, that's how. That probably makes more sense. That probably makes more sense. Oh, this is gonna suck so bad. Oh, this is gonna suck so fucking much. Oh, this is gonna suck so bad. I'm not wrong. I'm certainly not, and I wish I was. Fuck me. Fuck me. Okay, so do I have to make it all the way across to hit the other spring there, or is that where I step on it? Because I feel like I step on it at the top. I feel like I step on it at the top there, and stepping on it there is wrong. when you pull it out. Another room that took 20 minutes. Yeah. So the thing is, I have to physically try it later to know whether stepping on here is wrong. Because if stepping on it here is wrong, oh, I want to be right. Ah! Because I can see what I have to do there. I have to go up high enough to hit it as it's in that little gap there. At least that's what it feels like I should be doing. Balls. I mean, there's enough space on this that I feel like you could probably get away with stepping on it twice, as long as you make sure you step on different, like, fully on the left or fully on the right each time. So, AKA not what I just did there. It's getting the timing of that to just go, how should I dash through all of this? And when should I start doing everything to make it in time? Because I could possibly hit the right Yoinky, Sploinky there, but it would be very, very difficult. I'd have to get the wall bounce there basically fucking perfect. Ow. And also do this super fucking quick. But not so quick that I don't hit the left. Yoinky! Sploinky! Like, it's so close. Probably not meant to do that. Wild guess. Take me with you! So I feel like when I go early, I'm not having enough height to actually hit the wall bounce there. I'm going early, so I'm not getting, like, by the time I hit the wall, I'm out of, like, wall bounce juice. Because I'm going early. That's what it feels like, at least. Or I'm just pressing the wall bounce too late. That is just also possible. This is also possible. I'm not even getting the wall bounce off of it once now. What is happening? Did I forget how to wall bounce? I did so many of them earlier. Like today. Earlier today. What am I doing wrong again? Okay, what am I doing wrong? Wait a minute, what am I doing wrong? Because I'm not even, like, it's not even... Oh, I'm not getting any wall bounce now, and I don't know what I'm doing differently. Have I just forgotten how to wall bounce? I think I forgot how to wall bounce. Let me test it. No, I remember how to wall bounce. I just don't know why it's not going there then. What's going on? What is happening? There we go. Okay, so that's what happens there. That's what happens there. Okay. That is slightly better understood now. That's what happens there. You go for one hell of a Yoinky Sploinky collision course. Though that does tell me that I can stand on it. Ow. Or at least I think I can. So I think after I bounce off of that, if I dash diagonal above it, I catch the right-hand side as it's going past and slightly higher. And then everything is all smooth jelly green. Don't ask me what that was. Don't ask me, because I don't know. How is that the hardest part here? Just hitting that spring as you go, like, leave the platform. How is that the hardest part? I'm realizing that I'm struggling to hit on that side because I'm not dashing into it. So maybe I should just dash it. Hey, there it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. I also need another lozenge. Can I beat the game before I run out of aniseed lollies? Why is there wind in space and why is it going up? Wind in space. Winds in space. Okay, so diagonal. Okay, so we go upright there. We hit that. It goes down. We go boom. We hit that. I think we go boom. Hit that. Go boom. Blast out. There we go. Boom. Boom. Let's go over to there. Quite know what you're meant to do here, but we'll work it out. I think just land on it and jump and get as much height to go through. Bye. Ow. 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 This thing is a lot faster than I remember. Ow. It's been a while since I've done a red bubble. I forgot how quick they are. Again, I apologize if I talk a little bit today with the lozenges in my mouth. But, it's probably not... It's probably not advisable for me to, Wait, what? These aren't locked to cardinal directions. And I don't have... And I don't have like a variant mode or anything on for that. Have these never had cardinals? No, I'm pretty sure they have. I'm pretty sure they've had cardinals before. Pretty sure they have. Ow. guess you could go up there and just go down. Ow! You're so fast! I don't like that they got rid of the cardinals on these. I don't know if that's necessary. I feel like that's just to fuck over people who use the analog stick. I feel like that's just to fuck over the people who are using the analog stick. Why am I not getting the down on that? That is not easy. I don't know why my brain is slow to get it to react properly on that one. Oh, is it not? Oh, I think they're still on cardinals, but the wind is changing the angle. I think that's what it is. I think they are on cardinals, but the wind is just affecting it. I think that's what's happening. Because all of the up ones are becoming shallower. Like, they become tighter angles when you go in an upwards direction. But if we go down, they become, like, they're all gravitating up, up towards the top. I think that's what's happening. The wind is just affecting the angle they go on. I think that's what it is. I think that's what's going on. Ah! Yeah, because it's consistent, like, in which direction it's going when I get it wrong. So, yeah, it is still cardinals, just... Okay. Is first room both red balls and wind, I think, a behavior not seen before? Yeah, so it is just... They do actually affect each other. I have no idea how to do that. I have no idea how to do that. That's what it is. That's what it is. That's what's going on there. Actually, am I also meant to do that here? Oh. I've just been making this way harder for myself. Okay. Understood! I'm just making it way harder for myself. That's what's going on. How am I not getting the diagonal out of that? I don't... What is wrong? Why am I so bad at angles? So bad at angles. Maybe I meant to just go straight down, but the moment I start going straight down. Yeah, that's what it is. Love Jones model crap path seems something game doesn't know what to do. It's very fun, especially as a viewer get to see what people's first instincts are. Yeah, the hardest one all the time for me, or sometimes literally just fucking backwards, or sometimes just literally fucking backwards. Also, because that goes at an angle, I hyper. Oh, not hyper. I wave dashed it. That's what's going on. That's what happens there. That's what happens. Well, there have definitely been certain parts of this game where it's just, my first instinct is to do it literally backwards. I've done that a number of times at this point. It's part of the fun. It is. It is. And me doing something completely wrong, but it's still working, is also another way of styling. Like getting the heart in 5A. Getting the heart in 5A. I did that completely wrong, but that made it awesome. Having this many angles changing that rapidly, it's fucking with me. I didn't know you could do the room with the giant platforms that move when you dash without... Without what? Ah, fucking goddamn it. Refreshing them a lot in a lot of the wooden platforms by dashing down against the platform. I was scared of hitting myself or timing it wrong, so I just went for it. Okay, I'm always doing that too early. I'm always doing that too early. I gotta do everything cool. I gotta be gamer. I gotta be gamer. Hey, there we go. Woo, woo, woo. Hell yeah. I want to take a drink. I still have something in my mouth. This doesn't look fun. Why does it move the first one back down? Why does it move the first one back down? I feel like that's just easier here. Doing that one. That's easier than doing the high PA because it gives you less momentum. I was also convinced you were taking the wrong side while jumping in the elevator secret room and thought it was impossible from the right side. Sometimes just shutting out watching and learning is the way to go. Oh, you mean for the dev room? Was I doing that on the wrong side? Do you mean the dev room? Was I doing that on the wrong side? Can you do that on the left? Did you do that from the left-hand side? You can? Oh, well, there you go. Yeah, not at all my first instinct. Oh, easy. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. Ah, fuck me! Also, there's stars that are flicking around and changing colors. Fuck, and also shit, and also damn! Okay, so that goes... Wow. We do that, we have to land... We have to land down there, but we have to grab that first. So jump over, grab that. Launch. Get over. Launch there. And once we're there, it's fine. Okay. Not easy, and I don't like it, but okay. You gotta be this faster than I do. Ow! Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that? I got the thing. So I was even less charming than the dust bunnies. Oh no! Oh no! I cannot time doing this with that. There's no way I can do that. I've been playing for a while today. And we've done like what, 10 rooms? We've done about 10 rooms, I think. Fuck. I mean, it's not exactly what I was aiming for, but it worked. So I assume you can do on that side, because they sink because they're in space. Ow. You don't have to actually, like, you can stay on the top and just let it pull you down to it. No! I forgot my own timing that I had. No, fuck! Piss of a shit of a dick. grab that fucking wall. Has not been the hard part of any of this, and I'm failing it every time. Oh, that was a very odd sounding crack in my neck just then. My neck cracked in a way that I've never heard it make those sounds before. That's concerning. That's concerning. If you're wondering why I try to crack my neck so frequently, I can tell with my neck that when it starts feeling like it's going to cramp up, cracking my neck is what stops it from doing that. Like, I can just feel in my neck just like a bunch of tension building up, and eventually it gets to the point where I can feel, where it feels like it's going to cramp soon. And if I don't crack it, it will. So that's why I crack it, like, as much as I do. Is it bad to crack your neck? I don't know. I feel like I've seen so many things that say yes and no to whether it's, like, unsafe to crack your body, like, parts of your body, that I just don't know. Though that being said, I feel like cracking my neck is probably not as bad for me, possibility-wise, as letting my neck cramp. So, you know. The best I can tell is that the actual act of cracking it is fine. Like, cracking your joints and stuff is fine. It's just, if you're not careful, you can do it in a way that causes other problems just because your body's not meant to move in certain ways. So, like, cracking your neck, cracking the joints in your neck is fine, but if you move your neck in a way, you might fuck up something in your neck by just moving it the wrong way. Not necessarily, it's not the cracking action that can fuck it up, but it's just the movement that you do could cause other problems. From my understanding, after way too much, like, looking up all different things, that's the best I can tell. Okay, so there's also an issue there of stamina. Ow. That is also an issue there. Ow. There's also an issue of being hit by stars. That is also an issue. I, like, moved slightly, and then it was just right above me, and I'm just like, well, I guess I'm boned. Like, I have a timing that... Why did I do that? I have a timing of what works then. It's just... half of the time I'm not paying attention to the timing. It's jump right as they move down. And that's like the timing that I've got to avoid them. Okay, so there's clearly something I'm doing wrong there. And I don't know what it is. I have an idea. It doesn't come back. Never mind. Shit. It doesn't come back. Man, I almost detonated. Like, almost. Wait, another crystal to refresh? Yeah. And then the game says, fuck you! Just realizing it's fucked and I'm just like, oh! Awesome! Cool! Sick! Hype! I love that for life. Our life is going so well right now. How do I do that? How do I do that? And have, like, anywhere near enough stamina to do all this? What the fuck is the plan? No, it's not. No. I was thinking, what if I wall jump? I was thinking, what if I wall jump off of this wall after grabbing the thing, but it's so far away from it. I could do that here. If I grab it and then use both to go up, I could wall jump off the top platform and reach the right one. And I'd reach the right one before I grab anything. I think that might be the strat. I was in the wrong spot to start that because I was at the telescope. I didn't actually count for that, did I? Ow! Ow! I'm great at wave bounces. What are you talking about? Wave dashes. What are you talking about? I still have to like grab the top of that and just let it go down. So the moment I get the gem, I can jump away. So I'm using less samples. This fucking block. How precise they get, I swear. No! No, that is it! That is it! That is it! That's so fucking it, but I just grabbed it too low. What was that time? God damn it. This is such an awkward jump to get over to that side. Like, it's one of those jumps where I'm just kind of feeling it out on impulse instead of how to actually do it. No! That is such a hard jump to make it over and like get the top of it. Fuck. A lot of precision going on here. A lot of precision going on. All being done by an incredibly imprecise person. Seeing as that's what scares me about trying to speedrun this game. Is that, like, I clearly have skills at the game. Like, it's clearly a game that I'm good at. But the issue is that I have zero consistency. Fucking goddamn it. It's so hard to grab high on that. I have no consistency. So speedrunning scares me. Because that's kind of like the thing that you need to do a speedrun. That's kind of the thing, so... I also don't have time to be a speedrunner. I also do not have the time to even consider, like, doing that as a thing that I try to do properly. That's the only time in my life. Fucking god damn it. God damn it. I really thought I said that with the right timing. Now obviously you might be saying, Fire, the whole point is that you practice a speedrun to get better and better at it. And it's just, nah. I mean, yes, that is what you do. Yes, that is what you do. But how much I'd have to do it to get consistent at any type of trick, to be able to, like, do it every time, just nah. Nah. I could probably get there, but it would require so much time to get there that it's just... I'll pause. I imagine it would be sick. I imagine speedrunning this game would be incredibly sick and would feel awesome, don't get me wrong. I just know what I'm about. I think the issue is that the block that's to the left that I'm grabbing onto from the lava block, because it's in space, it is also sinking. Basically, the moment that I grab it is when I have to jump over, so I have more height to grab the other block higher. I think I'm waiting too long. I think that's what's happening. Nice. So you just gotta grab it and go. Fucking goddamn it. How is this the hardest part of this? Oh, because it's an incredibly hard trick. No! Not that. Not that. Doing that, not that. Or that. I just forgot to dash the second time. I just forgot the dash the second time. Yay! 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 Now don't fuck this up. Woo! There we go. There we go. In farewell, every room's a fucking celebration. Okay, moving stars. I hate that. I hate that. Okay, so we're just going. And we go, whee. Gamer path or non-gamer path? Fuck that right-hand side. This looks awful. This looks awful. So I think the idea is if you go the non-gamer path and you go over to the left, you have to use your one dash to take it. So you have no room for recovery. Where if you go down the right-hand side, it's way tighter everywhere, but you have one dash to use to hold you. This looks awful. This looks awful. This looks awful again. Not wrong. Okay, so I want to go down the outside there. Wrong. I feel like I should hit the gamer path. The non-gamer path. I really feel like I should. I'm just scared of either way. I'm just scared either way of doing this. It's basically a very hot hotel room. Yeah, we're back in Celestial Resort and I hate that. Okay, so left, right there. We know our opinions on the slasher room as well. Hey, at least it's better. It's better than the first fucking room of Slasher Resort Seaside. It's better than that, because any room in the game is better than that. Okay, no, that is... Actually, I don't know what side that is. Because it looks like that when you pass there, you're like right in the middle of the whole thing. Okay, no, it is just... It's far left. Like, hug the wall on the left-hand side, and the fourth one is, the right. Okay. Oh, okay, that is not only the right, but you have to go all the way over to the right, so you've got to start moving the moment you're clear of the third one. Ooh, that's... Did I not get the thing from the wave dash there? Is that what happened there? Shit. I didn't even get my dash back, and I didn't even realize. Okay, shit, then I have no idea. Like, I feel like it is the left, but you just gotta be as far over left as you can. Maybe I have to just speed up past that one. Maybe past the third one, I just have to speed up. Replayed the game and it felt almost natural, while the first time around I despised it. I didn't get my dash back. I hate the first room of 3C is just awful. Like, where it's just the bullshit and you just gotta work out a way to, like, bullshit your way through it. Out of all of the rooms that we've come across in the game, that is the one where that was the most. I'm gonna throw myself at this until it works out of anything in the game. I'm just going to just mash buttons and eventually I'll make it through. It's the most I've had to do that this entire game. Shit, okay. First time I fucked up that in that way. Hey, there we go. There we go. There we go. It was a speed up on that one. Ah, I smell water everywhere again. Yeah. Ah. Ah. Oh, God damn it, why? Okay. Fine. Fine. Oh, this room! This one's stupid! I feel like I'm saying that a lot. You know how we're going through the game? And every room... Like, and we're going through the game, every level is... Oh, I love this level! I feel like now that we're in Farewell, it's been... Oh, this room! This room sucks for everyone. It's the Doodles room. Oh, is this the one you were stuck at for ages? Is this the one you were stuck at forever? Okay, so that's there. Okay, let me grab that. That's there. And then you want to grab that. To be fair, we loved one room. Oh, just kill me. Oh, just fucking kill me. This one kicked my ass. One single clad to get through a room. That one's fine. Bye. I'm gone. Literally, what in the fuck? What the fuck? Huh? What the actual shit is this room? What the fuck is this? Okay, it does come back. It does come back. It's room twice, I still have no idea what to do here. It does come back, because it had the outline. So there is at least that. It takes its sweet fucking time to come back, but it does come back. Bye. Bye. Don't know what I was doing with that. Seriously, I'm so confused. I can't use both there. What am I doing? There is a way of doing that, but it's going to be so fucking tight. I have a theory that's stupid and dumb and wrong. But I need to test it. I'm wondering if it's possible to reach the block over that side with one dash because of the wind. There. Like, I don't think it is. But if it is, it makes a lot of things make sense. If it does require to, then I'm shit out of piss once again. I don't think it is. I don't think it is. I have a different idea now. that I fucking hate. I'd like to point out the idea I have. I fucking hate. I hate it. But I have an idea that's just awful enough to be terrible. Don't know how to get the launch off the start there the way that I want it to do. Don't think I have enough space there to just do that one. I think it has to be the way. Getting that angle is sad. Half times we're going to experiment with different ideas for what I was meant to do. Yeah, I feel like that's going to be a lot of it here. So that's going to be the same thing here for me. I did work it out eventually, and I think in school's hindsight, shit, just a bitch and a half. Because, like, that's my idea there. Is to get this one by going over, and then having to feed into the other side there. But I don't know how to get this beginning section with the right angle to do that. To actually make it. Because then it means I only need to grab the gem twice. Pardon me. I think that's gonna work, so I just don't think I get them in before. Oh, the walking. I have, once again, an awful idea. I once again have an awful idea. The thing is that this awful idea is the worst. Every idea I've been coming up with is, like, execution-wise, more annoying than the last. There it is. That's it. That's it. There it is. That is it. I don't like it, but it is it. I don't like it in terms of execution. Because I was just thinking of ways, it's just that gap there on the right-hand side of the spikes has to be there for a reason. It has to be there for a reason. And it is. It is indeed there for a reason. Fuck. Ah! I'm just panicking too much and I'm getting the angles wrong down the bottom there. Just panicking too much. I dashed up the on the this side, so I was just like, oh, I don't have to dash again, because I just did the last one. Woo! Woo! Yay! That is all the way I did it, but if it works, it works. So clue which is the intended strat now. Wait, how'd you do it? How'd you do it then? That you can tell me. That you can tell me, because I have a way that works. What did you do? I feel like there's a lot of options there that do work. Because I was testing a lot of different things, and they all felt like if you got it, if you pulled it off correctly, it would work. I was just trying to think that gap there has to be there for a reason, and just try to think of ways to incorporate that. Does this block fall? No, okay. Am I just doing the jump here again? Oh, that's a falling block, so... I saw it the same way, but instead of dashing back and around, I fell under and dashed up through the second key, falling into the gap and getting the dash back. Oh, okay. Oh, you can go all the way around there and it works that far? Ooh, wow, okay. Oh, okay, I see. I see. I do like how much of this is just banging your head against a wall repeatedly to let you past. You have just barely enough dash to make it. If you do it my way, you collect the dash crystal and like the frame it refreshes. Ah, the speedrun strat. Gotcha. So what you're telling me is that you're elite pro speedrunner. Because you're doing the speedrun strats. I literally didn't even see that there. I was so focused on where I had to land that I missed that. I think how much gold you need in Splatoon. There's so much money! You need so much money! I wanted to buy the tower control thing. It's like 90,000. I'm just like, I'll pass. If you want everything in Splatoon, God, it's gonna take forever. So, Mikey, you're going for max freshness on every weapon, right? Yeah? Yeah? You're aiming to get max freshness on every single weapon, right? All 5 stars? Because I hate how much I want to do that. It's alright, it has 2 years of content, so it means I have 2 years to do it. That's like only, what, a weapon a week? Easy. Easy. Oh god, these things are back. Oh god, these things are back. Why do I have so many notifications on Twitter? Oh, so I'm retweeting my thing and now I'm not gonna go. I want to say no, but I know I am. I mean, I want to say yes, but I know I won't. That's the difference. You say no, but you will. I say yes, but I won't. It's hard for me to stick with the game for that long in my own time, because I'm so busy playing everything else. Splatoon 3 coming out while I'm playing FF14 is a terrible combination. Terrible combination. So we bounce, we go across there. Oh god, there's keys here too! Why would you do that to someone? Oh god, it doesn't end! Oh god, it doesn't end! Getting this space reskin. There's ice in space. There's not flaming balls, but you know. Wait. There's multiple things that move down. Now I'm curious. No, except in space, but still, what the flames? Unless you say they're mini stars. I forget, do these? Yeah, they do. I was about to say, do they just refill your dash when you bounce on them? Because I don't actually remember. They do. They do. There is also wind here. I can't tell if that makes it better or worse. Ow! Not the flames. Not quite. Not quite. Ow! There is no plan for this one. This is another one of those just go and hope for the best rooms. It's definitely one of those rooms where it's just you just go and hope for it. I saw some earlier reskins to the moving splash track to 5 deck minutes speaking, not the dust bunnies. As soon as they are, there's apparently a difference. Well, they spin. The stars spin. And so do the spikes in the mirror temple. Dust bunnies just move back and forth whenever the eyes swap side. So there's that. There's that. Again, no plan, no thoughts. Just bashing heads. Just bashing heads. Whee! Whee! God, hitting through multiple of those circles is going to be a penis! Yep, alright. We failed, but we didn't die. So it doesn't count as a death. Which is good, because we need to... We're on a very low death run so far at Farewell, so we're gonna keep that number down. We might get a world record for minimum number of deaths for Farewell. Alright. This is something you can spoil because there's no way in hell I'll ever do it. Does Farewell also have a gold berry? Does Farewell have a gold berry? And if Farewell does have a gold berry, has literally anyone ever gotten it? Has literally anyone accomplished that? I was in the only chapter 3 gimmick of the current kill mangoes. No, the wood. The wood that spawns the mold when you touch it. It does, but it starts about 1/3 of the way in. It took days, Jesus Christ. At least it's not the entire level. I don't know how much better or worse that is, but... Feels awfully generous that it's not the entire level. I fucked up everything there. I fucked up everything there. So those ones on like everything else don't respawn. Because they don't spawn from the side of the screen. Ah! I didn't plan to hit that one that early. No! Extra room that's only accessible through it. Oh, fuck that! Fuck that! Wait, do you mean like at the end of it? Do you mean like at the end of the level? Do you mean at the end of the level? Because if that's the case, that is so cruel. You think you've beaten it, fuck you, one more room. That is such a dick move. That is such a dick move. What the fuck? Enjoying heavy splatling? You can go and enjoy your heavy splatling. I don't understand. I don't get slow weapons. They confuse and terrify me. Ah! Yeah! I'm just making the sounds. It's cute though. Okay, is it like the final room in like the galaxy things where the final room is just saying hi to Rosalina, like at on a planet when you do it in like the perfect run? Is it just that? Is that what it is? I don't know how well this throwing myself at it solution is working. But I feel like the answer is not very well. God damn it. So now I actually remember the first person to get there, they'd get it first try without assist and all that. Well, at least they got it first try. Because goddamn, that is mean. Because goddamn, that is mean. Perfect middle ground. because the Hydra's slow. So that's the thing. You say it's the perfect middle ground. I think the mini Splatling is the perfect middle ground. Because the heavy Splatling takes a long time to charge, and most weapons don't charge. So therefore, the mini Splatling having a small charge is a middle ground. I can salvage this. I can save this. I can save this. I don't know how much I can save this. The first person I ever collected was a Twitch streamer named Lenny Gold started around September 2019. Lenny Gold was a world record holder in all red berries for some time. It's still, that is just so mean. Like, I love it, but oh my god. Alright, where is it? Where'd they appear? Ah! Ah! Actually, list of all the people that pulled the golden strawberry. Yeah, that makes sense. There's so few people who would have done it. I mean, he also likes range. If I want a short range weapon, I'll just use my Enzap and splooshes. Here's the secret. I'm bad with most weapons in Splatoon. Okay, correction. I'm bad with every weapon in Splatoon. The Enzap and Arrow Spray are just my least bad weapons. I can't aim in Splatoon. I cannot aim in Splatoon at all. I'm terrible at it. I love the game. I can't play it. I'm so god-awful at aiming in Splatoon. Also did it a full 5 days before the next person. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Okay, I have an alternate solution. I'm gonna get this one first. And then I'm gonna get the other one so I'm up higher. Like, so I'm not falling down after grabbing the other one to go there. Oh, good. No! Ah! I don't even know where the platforms come down to. Like, I don't even know where I have to be to do that. I haven't fucking seen it yet. I guess I did fall down after getting all the keys that time. I could, if I fall down after grabbing all the keys again, I could literally look. I could go and look. A little over 300. That is still more than I expected. That is still more than I expected. I'll be honest with you. That is more than I expected there to be. Touch charges. It's probably when you have to have perfect accuracy to use. Yeah, my accuracy in Splatoon is like 20%. So charges are fucked. Charges are fucked for me. Why did I go that side? Ow! Ah! This is not that hard of a room, relatively speaking, compared to the others. I'm just being an idiot. And I cannot work with this many moving parts. Fucking hell. Okay, where do they fall? Where do they come down to? Oh god, that's so high up! Oh god, that's so high up! So I have to be at the top of the fucking circle to even reach it. Okay. God damn it. God damn it. My brain is just struggling to, like, pass all of this on the fly. It really is. Moving parts and timing. We know this is the thing that I'm bad at. There we go. There we go. There it is. Woo! Oh god. Oh god, really? Headwinds as well? Oh god. This level feels more draining than anything else in the rest of the game. Like, it's just such a marathon. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm loving it, I'm having fun. Like, I'm not draining in a bad sense, but just... what the hardest levels have been so far before this have not been anywhere near as long as this, and not as consistently hard as this the entire time. Like, 8B is the closest, and 8B took way less time than this. Like, it's like 7B is hard, right? 7B is hard, but 7B mainly gets really hard at the end. And leading up to it, it's not too bad. Where this has been like this from the start, and it just keeps getting harder and harder and harder as we go. Wait, I didn't even look. Okay. A tiny little one. Let's go into there. And then another gap before we keep going even further. All this looks terrible. All of this looks awful. It all looks awful. Wait, so how do I even do this? How do I even make it? Wait, literally, how do you do this? Oh, you just have to wave dash repeatedly. I hate that. Not a fan of that, I'll be honest. I don't like that because I cannot do wave dashes, like multiple wave dashes across multiple platforms in a row. I've never gotten it to work. I bullshitted it last time we had to do it. Last time we had to do it, I bullshitted it. So I'm gonna bullshit again. So I'm gonna bullshit again. I'm going too far on that one, somehow. Fuck the wave dashes! God damn it. Kill me. Ah, I keep landing too far. Do it from back further. How is it in this heavy wind? The issue that I'm having is that I'm going too far forward. How is that the issue that I'm having with this amount of wind? Oh, stays with hyper, so you're in good company. God, you know that part. You know your part of the level is fucked when hypers are the cheese. Like hypers are the cheese as opposed to doing it intentionally. You know you're in something that's like just awful. Because that's the issue, is that I've never gotten the wave dashes, like the tutorial for wave dashes across multiple platforms like this. I never got the multiple. I don't know how you do it. I don't know. I honestly don't know if it's possible. Because it doesn't feel possible, because it always feels like you're way too low before you hit the next, like, to do the dash onto the next platform that you can't regenerate the dash. It always feels like you're too low. Jeez, it says too high, this would be an omen of the end times. Like, I don't get how you do multiple wave dashes in a row and get your dash back every time. I don't understand it. Because I always feel like I'm too low. Like, I don't get enough height before the next platform to be able to do the wave dash from high enough to regenerate my dash again in midair. It always feels like I don't have enough. And I genuinely don't know how you're meant to. Like, it doesn't feel possible? Shit, okay. I wasn't ready for that. This doesn't have my thumb. It's not have my thumb, Jesus. Ow. I don't know, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of tension on my thumbnail here. Like, if I just press on the top of my nail like that, like it hurts. Like I can, like, not hurt, but it's like, there's this really awful sensation when I press on my nail there. Like it's just really tight and under there. Like the nail on my thumb is too tight. So pressing it into the button on the controller all the time is like, just doing that from another direction. It feels really awkward. God damn. God damn. God damn. I just can't get far enough to do the thing. I don't understand how it's possible. I don't get how you do the wave dashes in a row. Because it just does not feel like you get enough height for it. Like, I know that's literally what the tutorial was, but the tutorial feels wrong. The tutorial feels wrong. Like, that's what it feels like. It feels like the tutorial is wrong. When you're going this far, I don't know if it's possible. Because you don't get much height from it. And you need to do you don't get, the wave dash doesn't work unless you're pretty close to the height of a full jump. So I don't understand it. I question if it's real. Wait, I'm confused. Wait, how do I do that then? Wait, how do I do that then? Oh, do I have to wall bounce off that after getting the bubble? I have to go out and then wall bounce to the other side to have a dash. Ah! Ah! I don't like this room! I don't like this room. I really don't. I don't like this room one bit. Can't believe there's Splatoon references in my their little DLC. I'll let you work out what I mean. Fire, do you mean the inkling squid that's in the background that's really obvious? Shut up. Shut up. I hate these tricks so much. Like, these are just ones that I don't like because it doesn't feel right. Again, I question whether it's real. I question if it's real. I don't know if the multi-wave dash is actually a thing that works. I just don't. I don't believe it. I just don't. I don't fucking care that the tutorial said that it's possible and literally gave us a tutorial for doing that exact thing. I don't think it's possible. I don't think it's possible. Doing this with this much wind is so irritating. And then I'm just trying to get the hyper timing right to actually hit the dash back. Like, I have to get to there and then do the hyper with the right timing. And then not fuck up the rest of it. Ugh, we might be here for a while. We might be here for a while. Like, see, because it just doesn't work, right? Like, it's not my imagination. It's not just my imagination, right? Like, it just actually doesn't work. I feel like you just don't have the height for it. I just really feel like you don't actually have the height. okay, so sometimes it's happening though. God, the correct height's got to be within a few fucking frames or something. If there is a correct height to do the multiple in a row, it's got to be within a few frames, I think. Or at least it fucking feels like it. It feels like it at least. Oh my god, the wind. It's just so irritating because if you don't like get the oh god, if you don't get the wave dash correct at the start, you like line it up again. It's just irritating as hell. Ah! 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 Not a fan! Not a fan! Ah! Ah! Do the wave dash! Please! Ah! I've forgotten how to do the wave dash. I've once again confused myself. I thought I worked out something, so now I've forgotten how to do it entirely. I hate it. This sucks. This sucks so bad! Ah! Ah! Oh, it's just so awful feeling. Just having to fight against the wind and do this jumping trick in the air. It just feels awful. Can I just not do this? Can I just not do this one? Can I just not do this room? It's irritating. I like it. I so immensely fucking hate this. This room I actually hate. Because it just doesn't feel satisfying. It's just irritating and annoying. Trying to do this trick, like this precise trick that requires jumping in the air while the wind is just pushing you back this aggressively is just not satisfying movement. It's just not satisfying. It's just... Like, I can't even get off the wave dash anymore. I can't even do the wave dash properly anymore. I was at least getting it consistent before, but now I'm just like, I'm all thrown off. I'm all thrown off. Any muscle memory I had for it is just gone. Any muscle memory I had for it is done. I'm not even getting the jump anymore. Ah! Oh god, I might actually need to call it for the day. I really do. My hand is getting fucked up. Like that feeling in my thumb is just, it's consistently getting worse with how much I'm having to slam the buttons to do this. Like I can't even do the basic hyper anymore. Like the weight dash, I mean. I'm just not getting it. I'm just not getting it. I'm just not even getting the jump timing. Like, the wind's actually not the issue here. It's doing the wave dash by just getting the timing right on it. It's like getting awful cramps on my index finger. It's not my index finger, it's my thumb. Because it's just every time I'm pressing on the button, like I'm pressing like this, and it's just pushing the bottom of my thumb into the nail of my thumb. And it's just making my thumb so sensitive. Like every time I press the buttons, I can just feel it more and more and more. And I think it's just throwing off my timing. Because I'm not even getting the jump anymore. Like regardless of the wind, I'm not getting the jump of the wave dash anymore. The wind doesn't affect that. That's just timing of how long it is between like hitting the ground and jumping. I'm just not getting that consistent anymore. In any capacity, so I think it's just... how much my thumb is having an issue right now is just, like... Like, how often am I just sliding and hitting the ground and I'm not even getting the jump? Like, I'm trying. I'm trying. It's just not... It's just not happening. I'm just not getting the timing for it anymore. And then I gotta do 3 of it in a row. I do think I just have to call it early. Because it's just... I don't know if my body can handle... like, I don't... my body can handle it. It's just... I don't know if it's going to work. I don't know if I can do this while my thumb is just not wanting to, like... Like, even the simple part, I'm just not getting it anymore. And it's also probably brain fatigue. Like, it's just multiple, like 2.5 hours in a row. Or probably 2 hours with all the drinks and stuff. Like 2 hours in a row of just constant hard, difficult things on my hands and in my brain. Don't know if I have the endurance to do it for more. I'll give myself another... I'll give myself 5 more minutes. If I don't get to the bubble once in that 5 minutes, I'm calling it. Because that just keeps happening, right? But that, like, getting the wave dash consistent is something that I should be able to do, and I'm just not. And this is gonna happen multiple times in the DLC. There's just gonna be a room that is just like, alright, with how long I've been going for today, this is too much. We'll need to come back and do it next time. And I mean, like, we did it with the comb room, and the comb room didn't take that long of attempts to get it again. It's just doing all these levels in a row. There's definitely a fatigue that does start setting in for me. Of just... Alright, I can do the hard stuff. I can do the hard stuff, but I'm doing it, like, I'm doing a bunch of it in a row, and I'm just like, yeah. Getting too much for me. Getting too much for me. Need to take a break. Like, on the off chance I do even hit the final brick, I'm just not getting the hyper. I've gotten the hyper, like, twice. If I could work out, like, the timing to get that multi-wave dash, that would probably be easier. But even that feels incredibly tight. Like, it's just not, it's just, every time I try it. No! Just this wind! Okay, you can tell me this because there's, binoculars there. Please, for the love of God, tell me that there's a checkpoint once we get past this with the next set of binoculars. That you can tell me. Please tell me that's a checkpoint. Because if they're giving me another set of binoculars and it's not a checkpoint, and if I fail at the second half, I have to redo this again, I'm gonna be so mad. Completionist there is, thank you. Thank you for letting me know. Also, welcome to the stream. Apologies that you're joining the stream, like, so close to me calling it quits. Because I'm a coward. My tummy hurt! I'm not even getting the fucking dash. This is not even getting the dash. You know, actually thinking about it, I'm pretty sure this is literally the issue that I ended up running into with the comb room as well. I think we hit the same problem in the comb room. Even outside of getting the timing at the end right, I think I eventually hit a point in the comb room where I wasn't even getting the hypers right. Not the hypers, the wave dash. I think that happens with the comb room too. Just after playing for long enough and just attempting things enough. enough fatigue sets in that I can't get the wave dashes consistently. Can I give advice on the chain red dashes? But when we play so different, I'm not sure I could give meaningful help. No, not really. Not really. That's the thing. That's the thing. The way I'm processing the game and going about the game, it's just, yeah. Like that, again, that's the issue that I was having with the comb room, is that like I can re-watch the footage and still don't know what I'm doing differently every time. I'm just having to go purely on what feels right and just feeling it out until something that feels right is actually working. And then just do what feels like it's the same every time. It's not, again, not a great way to play it, and probably why I'm incredibly inconsistent. But... because I think the issue is that I don't think I have enough of a reaction time to actually do some stuff like this. Like, I don't have the reaction time to go, okay, well, I'm in this spot, so this is when I need to do the thing. I don't have the reaction time to do that, so I'm just having to go on what feels right every time. I think I technically do the same thing in Punch-Out. Because in terms of just like try it until you get it, this feels like a lot like Punch-Out. In terms of the high difficulty, incredibly precise stuff. It feels like Punch-Out, where it's just I can't like for the fastest things to react to in Punch-Out, I actually can't react fast enough to specific things to just go, this is in this spot, so do this then. I just have to go with like a general thing of just, if I see this, move my hands in this way of what feels right, and that will flow into what should work. I don't think I'm actually reacting, like, I'm not reacting to, is Madeline high enough? I really can't help. It's 5 minutes. It is, yeah, isn't it? Because the thing is, like, even with the wave dash, I'm not basing the wave dash on how high Madeline is. I can't react with fast enough timing to go, Madeline's at the right height for a wave dash. Do it. I have to go, mental timing, how long is it between me pressing the jump button and me pressing the dash button? And then mentally time that out to an accurate time. And try and get that consistent. I can't react fast enough to see Madeline in the right spot to do it. I can't just go, oh, she's at the right height. I can't visually pass. Oh, she's at the right height. This is when I dash. Press dash right now, and it will work. And then, oh, she's at this part of the ground. That's when you press jump. No, I can't do that. I just have to mentally time it out. Like, it takes this long between the between jumping and the dash, and it takes this long between the dash and the jump, and that'll make the trick work. And I just have to get the timing of that down mentally. Which is probably why we always get to this point where I'm just stuck. Where I've done it enough, and that ability to do that is just fatigued enough that it starts getting inconsistent. Like, cause I cannot do that, where I'm just like, oh, Madeline's there, that's when I jump. I can't do that. I can't do that. My brain doesn't react fast enough to that. I use timing for the jump out of high wave dashes. I definitely use visual cues to set up for wave dashes. Yeah, no. Yeah. Because I can't react fast enough to that. I can't react fast enough to that. Again, that's why I think that's why, like, as much as I have the tag, but no backseating, please. I literally don't know if it's helpful in this game. I don't know if that even applies in this game, because I don't know if someone can, like, unless they straight up tell me the solution to, like, you're doing it wrong, this is what you do. Any backseating for just, like, do the inputs this way is not going to work on me. It's just not going to work on me. And that's just how I've always been. Again, I'm talking about this is how I did Punch-Out. And I started Punch-Out how many fucking years ago? I've just always been like that. And I don't know if I can train myself out of it. And there's something that I've learned over the past several years, especially with streaming and talking to people about how they play games. My brain works incredibly fucking differently for, like, processing information and handling stuff compared to most people. Like, it's a different fucking thing. Yeah, I'm gonna stop. It's just... I'm just not getting it most of the time. It's clearly not working. It's clearly not working. There's no point throwing myself at it, continuing. My issue is that I can't recognize the right height, so I don't go, oh, that's the right height for a wave. I go, oh, I'm in front of that background object, and I know that worked last time for a wave dash last time. Yeah, so even that I couldn't do. Because I wouldn't be able to react to know that Madeline's at the right height compared to the background object to press the dash button fast enough to react to that visually. Because you're talking about, like, at the right height compared to the background object is a matter of frames. And I can't do that. I can't react that fast. I can't react that fast. Like, that's just not what I do. Like, I could say, alright, when I jump here, like, okay, when Madeline's feet come down to, like, see that diamond that's directly above us? The whole diamond? The topmost floating crystal above you? Okay. Like that one? I keep pushing it away. Alright, but like, okay. We'll use, okay. See the hole that's above me for Madeline? The hole in the green rock in the background? I'll go, okay, I'll try to jump when her feet are at the bottom of that. Okay, that worked, but... Okay, that is working. Maybe I can do that fast enough. Maybe I can do that fast enough. Maybe I can do that fast enough. I feel like I'm not. Maybe I can. No, it's still not working. No, it worked a couple times there. It worked a couple times there, and now I can't. And now I can't. Now I can't. No, the first few times were a fluke. The first few times were a fluke, it seems. And I've got to reach the bubble. And outside of the bubble, I got to do the trick outside of the bubble correctly. I haven't even fucking reached it for like 20 minutes at this point. Yeah, I'm gonna stop. I know it's not working. I know we can't do this today. I will take a break and I'll come back next time. That's just gonna be how Farewell is, I think. I don't know if Farewell is ever gonna have long streams. If we hit points like this, I'm just gonna call it there. I feel like just calling it when this starts happening is the correct call for Farewell, because it never works. It's not working to just bash myself against it. It's just not working. If you take a break now, what? What? You need to be really quick on that next message before I just end the stream. You can name the stream Yoinky Sploinky. Again, yeah, it's just hitting walls like this. I think it's just correct to take a break. Forcing my, like, because it's not like the walls we were hitting before. The walls that we've hit in Farewell are not like the walls that we were hitting in other levels. Because the walls we were hitting in other levels was, I'm doing a lot of it accurately. I just haven't gotten an attempt where I've linked all of it together successfully. Like the last room in 8C. I was getting consistently far in 8C and sometimes dying early. But like, it was consistent progress. We were always making progress every single attempt. Same with 7C. Also 7C was like consistently in that last room, we're getting progress every single time. In Farewell so far, the walls that we've hit both times now have been, I literally am not even completing the very first thing of the room consistently, and if I'm completing that first thing, I'm not getting the second thing ever. So, the types of challenges that we're facing in Farewell, they're not strictly harder, But there's something about the way the challenges are designed in Farewell that is way more fatigue-inducing of... Like, they're more stressful, they're more specific, and, like, awkward and weird in a way that's just draining me way faster. Again, it's fun platforming. None of that is a criticism. None of what I'm saying there is a criticism. It's just me acknowledging what is happening. I'm getting to the point in this level multiple times now, like twice in a row, where I'm hitting that point in Farewell where I'm just like, I'm done. I'm just done for the day, I'm exhausted, and this is just not working. I'm just not making progress now. I've hit a wall, and I can just be there for 20 minutes straight, and I don't do a single thing successfully. I just need to stop. In the base game, more is a case of not hitting the consistent skill required. In Farewell, it's more of a case of exhaustion. And also, it doesn't ask for much more skill than like AT. It does ask about skill level constantly over the course of dozens of rooms. Yeah. As I said before, this level is a fucking marathon. It's a fucking marathon of a level. Like, even when I'm playing it, like today, for less time than I've done other streams for Celeste, every room is at this level. But even in 7C and 8C, it's not that. Even in 7C and 8C, it's not that. The first 2 rooms of 7C and 8C aren't too bad. The first 2 rooms aren't too bad. If I'm stuck there, it's for not that long. Every single room in Farewell is like 10 to 15 minutes. Every single room is that. Every single room is a new thing to eventually just break down. That was my least favorite tracks of the OST precisely because I associate the OST with fatigue. Yeah. I mean, like, this makes sense. Like, none of this is me saying that Farewell is bad. None of this is me saying Farewell is bad. I think this is appropriate. I think this is appropriate for the final thing of Celeste. To just have this ultimate challenge here. Like, even if nothing is specifically harder, it's just constant, right? It is just constant. So, yeah. Because, yeah, even the seasides, even, like, 7B and 8B, the level of stuff you have to do is not as constant as this. It's literally every room here. It's every single... Wow, that was a really bad glitch out the camera. Every single room pushes you to this level. Again, it's fantastic, like, the final farewell to the game. Here's your... Like, you like the challenges in this game and you like what it gives you. Here's your final fucking hurrah. I like that it's like this. I'm just acknowledging also what it is. But I like it for what it is. It's an exhausting experience the first time around. It is. It's exhausting as hell. Again, like, I haven't even hit 3 hours for this stream. And I spent the first 10 minutes showing off fucking the Game Boy Advance game. But it's just, ooh. But thank you all so much for watching. Celeste might, Farewell might take a little bit longer than I thought, given this. Because I feel like these breaks are going to happen a lot. I feel like these are going to happen a lot for this. Of just, alright, we're just going to come back to it another day. We just have to come back another time. I feel like it's going to happen a lot, but that's what it's going to be. That's what it's going to be. Based on the way people are talking here, that is the common experience for this level. That seems to be the common theme for this level. Is just, you get to that point where you're just like, I've got to come back to it later. I just got to come back to it later. Because it's not even like the base game where I celebrate on a win. Like, I end the stream and I'm just like, oh, that's the last thing we did. I'll stop it there for the day. I'm not even doing that for Farewell. It's not like I'm clearing a room and just going, oh, now I'm done. No, it's just, I get to a room that I just can't do. I'm just like, alright, I gotta call it. I know this is important. And I'm confident that we'll be able to do this room next time because I wasn't sure if we'll get the comb room done because of how fucked that was. And it didn't take that long to do once we were back at, like, full energy. I am also starting today on less energy. I don't know how much that has to do with it, but, like, I've slept way worse even for me last 2 nights. I probably hate myself so much. So many Johns. So many Johns. It's not my fault that I'm bad at the video game, it's everything else. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time when we continue Farewell. So until then, this is version 2. Signing out.